What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over some news that I just got that the Giants tight end Darren Waller is going to be retiring from the NFL at age 31. We're going to go over all of the events that led up to this and what this means for the Giants, his current team. And yeah, let's get straight into it. But before we do, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, and let's go. Okay, so New York Giants tight end Darren Waller is calling it a career. Waller, at 31, discussed his decision to retire in a video posted to YouTube on Sunday, saying that a health scare he experienced in November gave him clarity about his life. He detailed a very scary situation during which he struggled to breathe and ultimately spent 3.5 days in the hospital unable to stand up, use the restroom, or feed himself. He didn't disclose the exact nature of the illness. Come out of the experience, I'm sitting in the hospital, I go back to my daily life, and I'm like, pretty clear I almost just lost my life, and I don't know if I really feel I would have died and that I would have felt great about how my life was going if I died at that time. Okay, that's interesting. Um, Anything else important? Internally grateful for the game of football. To be able to have this conversation or to think things through or be reflective. If it wasn't for an opportunity to save my life and go to rehab, which the NFL offered me, it gave me an opportunity to reestablish myself and come back to the world and do something productive, provide an example, be a leader, be a difference maker in my craft, but also in my day to day, wherever I go. So Darren Waller, um, I was shocked to see that he retired because I thought he was doing pretty well the last couple of seasons. I mean, 2021 I think was like his best season ever. He had like 100 some catches and like almost 1,000 receiving yards. He was doing very, very well. So I wasn't expecting him to retire anytime soon. Thought maybe he'd at least have like 3 or 4 years left. Um, Apparently, this experience he went through caused him to retire, and yeah, Giants tight end Darren Waller is retiring from the NFL. We have great respect for Darren as a person and a player. We wish him nothing but the best. The Giants said in a statement Sunday. He stayed away from the team this offseason as he contemplated his future, bypassing a potential 200,000 workout bonus, now a base salary of 10.5 million for this upcoming season. Oh my goodness, bro. He's missed out on 10 million. Oh my gosh. Get 11.9 million in cap savings with Waller as a post June 1st cut. New York was expecting an answer by its mandatory minicamp, which is taking place Tuesday and Wednesday. The Giants now move forward with Daniel Bellinger and Lawrence Cager. Oh, and fourth round pick Theo Johnson, who's from Penn State, I believe. At the top of their depth chart at the tight end position. All right, so let's talk about the Giants tight end position now. You just heard it here. They have Daniel Bellinger, Lawrence Cager, and Theo Johnson. I feel like Theo Johnson could get the starting job, but because he's a rookie, I don't think he'll get it yet. I do personally think he has more potential than Bellinger and Cager. I watched him at Penn State. I'm a big Penn State fan. I watched him at Penn State. He's very, very talented. He can definitely do something great on that team. I don't know if he's gonna be as good as Darren Waller. I mean, Darren Waller, like, bro, he was really, really good. You heard it here. He got over $10 million a year in his salary, which is very, very good for a tight end. And yeah, we'll have to see how Theo Johnson does, but this could hurt the Giants quite a bit at their tight end position because they were pretty much set with Waller for the next couple of years, and now he's gone, so they got to find a way to move on. So I guess it's a good thing they picked up Theo Johnson, but they also have Bellinger and Cager. We'll see how they do. Maybe they'll shock them. Maybe they'll shock the world, but right now it's looking pretty weak in the tight end position. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll pick up another tight end because none of these are really like starting material tight ends, in my opinion. Maybe Theo Johnson could get there, but I don't think he's there yet. But let's keep reading. He was traded to New York from the Raiders for a third round pick in 2023. Yeah, he played incredible on the Raiders, and he didn't do terrible on the Giants last year. In the previous 5 years with the Raiders, pair of 1,000-yard receiving seasons, and made the Pro Bowl in 2020. He had 107 catches for 1,196 yards into 9 touchdowns. That's a very, very good season. Um, Georgia Tech product was selected by the Ravens as a receiver, sixth round of 2015. But his time in Baltimore was rocky. Yeah, I don't hear many people talk about him on the Ravens. Most people talk about how he was on the Raiders. He dealt with substance abuse problems and that led to multiple suspensions. He was suspended for the first 4 games of the 2016 season and missed all of the 2017. I guess I don't completely remember that because I didn't really get in to football until like 2018 or 2019, somewhere in that area. So I don't really remember that. But Waller eventually was signed by the Raiders off the Ravens practice squad. During the 2018 season, he strived with a new outlook. Second season with the Raiders, he exploded 90 catches, 1.1k yards, and 3 touchdowns, totaling 18 catches for 178 yards in his first 4 professional seasons. So, wow, that's kind of crazy if you think about that. Only 18 catches for 178 in 4 seasons, and then just randomly one year, you get 90 catches and 1,145 yards, just one random season. 350 catches, 4,124, and 20 touchdowns in 9 seasons with the Ravens, Raiders, and Giants. Off season, he kept busy working on his music. Yeah, I heard about this. I was really, really confused. He released like a music video and a song about his wife. It was pretty weird. I watched it. It was weird. And he said in an interview with The Athletic that he was questioning his commitment level to football. Seemed to be leaning in the direction of retirement. So which the Giants knew dating back to January. Okay, so maybe that's why they got Theo Johnson in the draft, because they knew he was going to retire, because the draft was in April, I believe, and they knew in January, so that's probably why they got Theo Johnson. Waller and Las Vegas Aces star, which I believe is a WNBA team, Kelsey Plum, filed for divorce last month after being married for a year. His football career in recent years have been affected by injuries, particularly hamstring injuries, which forced him to miss a good chunk of games each of the past 2 campaigns. Waller's one season in New York saw him finish with 52 catches for 552 yards and 1 touchdown in 12 games. Leading receiver before he hurt his right hamstring in late October, cost him 5 games. So there you have it. That is the Darren Waller story, and he just retired at age 31 after 9 seasons on 3 different teams. If you guys found anything interesting in this video, be sure to comment it down below. If you do like my channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.